next technique is called repeated devastation. Now this is the next step up from scraping hoof, as we learned in Orange Belt. Now what I want you to do on this one is I want you to understand at this point now, he hasn't just made the attempt, he's interlaced his fingers around your neck with a full Nelson choke. Okay, Kevin, can you help me over here? Now what we're doing is Kevin has managed to interlace his fingers. All right, now I can pry all I want. If the guy's strong enough, you're in a lot of trouble and you may not break out of this. But what we're gonna do, and I'll turn it at a little slight angle so you can see what we're doing, is I'm gonna take my knuckles and I'm gonna tack Kevin this way, and I'm going to hit the mastoid, or rather the temples or the eyes, but I want to cause injury here. Now at this angle, my fists can't reach the full measure of their reach and the power, so I'm going to use a specialized weapon to help me, because I'm not going to maximize my punches from that angle. But the knuckles will help me do it. I can pinpoint it here. As his arms come down, because he's in pain, we're going to attack the biceps, because I don't want him to re-grab. So I want you to drop those elbows like in Crashing Wings onto the biceps. Now watch this again. We're expecting a reaction out of Kevin. The first one being hit, the second one here. Now we're going to butt the head again. Now I want you to re-grab his right wrist and trap his left wrist with your left elbow. All right, now, if this is 12 o'clock, I'm going to step to 1 o'clock, and I'm going to step in a left reverse bow, but I'm going to pivot towards Kevin into a right forward bow and do the first outward elbow strike. Now, it's a devastating blow. It gets its name, repeated devastation, because now we're going to repeat this action. I'm going to reach around and grab the left arm and lock on and trap his right arm. I step back to my horse, over now to 11 o'clock, and make the same thing at this point. And then I begin my cross out and get away from him. This technique's important because, like others, for instance, we did a technique where we used him as a shield on squeezing the peach. On this one, I'm going to use him as a shield again. Or I can use him as a shield, right? Boom. If I see his friend coming over there, I can step, shield myself momentarily, and continue to use him how I want. And notice I'm tracking up and down the arm to hit him. All right, now, grab me again. As you notice that my arms have freedom this way. They don't have freedom this way, and then we're going to take that to advantage. And also, when I hit him, I do what? I drop my height to control his height. So I make my shot, boom, hit, bust, bust again. Step, make the shot, boom, and then repeat it and do the same thing on the other side, boom, and you're out. Thank you, Kevin. It's not as involved as you think it is, but you got to understand how your opponent is reacting to you.